Today we are here with Coach Miller as we get ready for the game of the week this week, as Somerset Bulldogs will come visit the Honey Bowl and take on the Uvalde Coyotes. Good morning, Coach Miller. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning. How are you guys doing this morning?
Great, doing all right, doing all right. So tell us, Coach, a little bit about what's been going on since we last talked to you. How's the team playing?
Yeah,
How are things
you
going?
know, I think you all were here a couple weeks ago. We played Hondo, and I thought offensively we played pretty good that night. We didn't play real good defensively, and we just kind of been in a funk. And it's hard to get your finger on why, because the practices have been good. The kids are playing hard. It just seems like against Crystal City and especially against Fredericksburg the other night, it's like we take one big step forward and then we'll take two steps back. I know, y'all saw our game. I'm an option guy. And it seems like every time we get a big play on option, we get a holding call, and the next thing you know, you're behind the chains and things like that. But I've got great kids, man, and they work their butts off, and we had a great practice yesterday, and they're doing their best. So if we can ever snap out of this funk, and I think maybe jump on somebody early, I think we're going to be okay.
Well, you've got the Somerset Bulldogs coming to town. They're coming off their bye week, which you never really like to catch somebody after their bye week because they've had 2 weeks basically to prepare for you.
And get
But in reviewing your video and reviewing stuff for this week, tell us a little bit about what you see in the Somerset Bulldogs coming to town.
I've been playing Somerset. We were in their district when I was at Toloso, and I've played them every year I've been here. So I want to say this is like the eighth time I played those guys in a row. And they're big. They're always big. They've always got a really good running back. Defensively, they're going to do what they do. They're gonna get in that eagle front, and they're gonna get under center, and they're gonna outbig you. And it's the same. Not the same every year. Some of their teams are better than other teams, but you can look at those guys, and you can look back from this coach Detmer to the previous coach Detmer, and the teams are a lot the same. And it's a good football team. They're young. They've got some really big kids. They got a good running back, and then defensively, they fly to the football.
Okay.
I saw in their some of their games there they have a sophomore receiver that's been looking pretty good.
Yeah, and
He's
he's
come off the
he's a
screen.
big kid too.
Is he a big kid?
Yeah, he's a tall kid. He can run. He's a good football player. And then he bounces back between number 42 and number 62, and he may be the biggest freshman I've ever seen in my life. That cat is huge. And when they put him at wingback, it's like he caves down the entire side. So, it's going to be a challenge, but we feel like we got a really good plan for those guys this week.
Just a second ago, you were talking about the video that you've been watching. I kind of want our viewers to know to get an understanding of how much time goes into this. So could you tell me a little bit about your weekly schedule?
Yeah, and I'm a schedule guy, so pretty much every week it is the same. We'll start on Monday. We'll bring the kids in on Monday, and I'm a big believer in lifting at least 2 days a week. So Mondays and Wednesdays we lift during the athletic period. And Monday's our long day. We come in Monday and we get out of school at 4. We'll watch film from 4:15 to however long, usually about 5 o'clock, and then we'll do 2.5 hours after that. So like last night, we didn't get off the practice field till almost 8 o'clock. I used to be a morning guy, but we start school at 8. If we started at 8 or 8:30, we do a bunch of stuff in the morning. But here it's a challenge because we're a consolidated school district, and any kids coming from Batesville, we have to provide a bus for. So we've kind of switched to after school. And then Tuesday's a lot the same. Tuesday during the athletic period, we'll do special teams, and then after school we'll go 2.5 hours, and then back to Wednesday doing lifting, and then after school for about 2 hours. And then Thursday, we bring them in and we do finish special teams during the period, and we have about an hour walk through after school. And then you got JV, freshman, junior high games usually till about 10:30 at night.
Right.
And then Friday you have game day, and then you come in Saturday morning, you watch the film, bring the kids in, and then we work Sundays as well. So it's a lot of time. You have to really enjoy doing what you do to put in the hours. I think we figured the other day, we were talking about it the other day, it's anywhere between 80 and 100 hours a week, just depending on if it's a road game or not. But to get the opportunity, to me, the fun part is the journey. Like the games are games and they're fun and it's competition and all that kind of stuff. But to build relationships and get to know these kids and get to just, like our job is to make these guys employable adults and to work with them and make sure that they understand that if you don't work hard, things aren't going to turn out well. And if you do, generally they are. So, it's a lot of hours, but it's an enjoyable, 31 years and I'm still doing it. So
Right. I mean, as a coach, you really see them more than their parents even see them during the week.
yeah, for sure. And I mean, and I had a daughter come through here and hell, I never saw her. I
Right.
saw all her classmates, but
Yeah.
I
Same
never
with me and
seen
my
her.
sons. Yep. All
Yeah.
right. And one more question for you. Routines are key for me and like just daily routines. Like I get up in the morning, I do the same thing every day. Do you have anything like that kind of like keeps you balanced?
Yeah, well, I get up and the older I've gotten, the worse I've gotten. Is like if I have to be at school at 7, I have to be up at 6 and drink coffee for like 35, 40 minutes. And then but I'm the same. I try to get up at 6. I try to get to work by 7. And then it starts off with, I come to my office, I'll check my emails, I'll do all that. And then all my other coaches are teaching at this time. So
Right.
I'm the laundry guy during the day. So I'll go change the laundry. And then I'll wander through the high school and stop by the principal's office, see how everything's going. Usually wander by my wife or my sister's room, check on them. And I try to be in the hallway a couple of times during passing period just so they see me and things
Right.
like that. But I try to do the same thing pretty much every day. Now, you always have stuff that comes up and things like
Sure.
that, but that's pretty much every like Thursday, my dad has a doctor's appointment in Austin, and I have to take him. And I'll be crazy on Thursday because I'm not here. And I have great coaches, and I know that I very rarely really do anything, but it's still going to drive me crazy because I'm not here.
Right. All right. Thank you.
You mentioned earlier weights on Monday, Wednesdays. When you bring them up on a Saturday, is it just primarily watching video, or do y'all do some running and things on Saturdays?
We'll do some jogging and we'll do some light lifting, and a lot of the reason I bring them up here is more than anything to get them checked out and get them treatment. And then while we've got them up here, we'll do a little lifting and run and do a little film. I tell you, when I was at Toloso, the best deal was I would tell them instead of running, if they won, we had a pool on campus right behind my office. So if they won, they got to go to the pool. So they were always fired up about that on Saturday morning. But yeah, and you guys know how it is. You want to get them up here, get them seen, make sure they're okay, kind of show them the good and the bad from Friday night, and then I kind of feel like after I send them home on Saturday morning that then we're moved on to next week and all that's behind us. Now there's times when, for example, we have a game at Canyon Lake this year and we won't get home till 2 or 3 in the morning. I won't bring them in after games like that. And a lot of times it'll be either close road games or home games. If it's way out of town games, I'll tell them treatment at 11 if they want to come in, but I don't bring them in on those crazy nights.
All right. Well, Coach, we're looking forward to being at the Honey Bowl again. We did visit with Coach Detmer yesterday, had a good visit with him. And of course, they're looking forward to getting their district campaign started. You guys have already started. Y'all are 0-1. So I know y'all are looking to right the ship here this week. And we're looking forward to being up there again and seeing you guys.
Yeah, this is a big one. This is kind of one I told the kids yesterday. This is kind of one to where if we want a chance to do what we talked about doing in the preseason, we need to go get this one. So we're excited about it. We're ready to go play.
Yes, sir. Good luck.
Good luck.
Thanks, gentlemen. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Bye.